I just had a question for all you guys. I'm gonna go around the table. So worldwide, is it Morbin time?
Yes, it's Morbius time.
No is his answer, and no is also right.
All right, so Daybreak, is it Morbin time?
Always.
Frosty, is it Morbin time?
It's Morbin time, baby.
Hey, the $300,000 they made, or $30,000, or what? How
It was $300,000 the whole
$300,000 they made says otherwise. And
Wait a minute,
the fact that they put this joint back in movie theaters because Mug started making memes about it. It's just it's just laughable.
I don't think y'all heard me put out again. I don't think you guys
It's just
heard
laughable.
me. It's like
It's laughable, dog. It's just
so
the fact
funny.
that they went and did this. It is absurd. And honestly, like they do this with movies all the time. Like they make memes about them right after. Right, we talk about it for a while. The wave is hot, and then we're done with it. And they were like, "Oh, let's try and capitalize on this wave." Right, like they know that it wasn't well received. I thought me and Wavy were in rare company, thinking it was okay. Like,
Yeah, it was like it was
all right. I was like, oh, okay. Like I thought it was all right, but don't put this shit back in theaters. Like, what are you
like it was literally
So
like middle. It was
funny.
painfully middle of the road. Like if I don't know, listen to rap. Like it was like Jack Harlow's new album. It was like middle of the road. Like it wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was painfully mid, and that's all it was.
I didn't even hear Jack Harlow out.
And
Bro, I didn't
it's
even know who
mid.
Jack Harlow was until you told me like 2 weeks ago. I was like, "Who the fuck is
I
that?"
mean, as a gay,
Yeah,
I have
he's-
to know who Jack Harlow is because he's adjacent to Lola on his ex. But that's another can of worms we're not going to talk about because, I got something for BET. But, like, Morbius was giving so much of those, don't pay to see this, wait till it streams. I'm like, Disney Plus, man, like, where is it going? Where is it landing? Like
Morbius.
Because I want to see was Michelle Yeoh's movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm so
Oh, that shit was fire.
I'm so pissed I hadn't seen it, and I'm like I'm definitely
seen
gonna
it yet
pay
either,
the
and I really
$20
I haven't seen it.
on
Fuego.
Prime.
Mm.
But I'm like Morbius. Seriously, like the trailers, I was like, it's not a TV show. It's not following up Falcon.
It might have been
Facts.
better. I'll ask this: would it have been better if it was a HBO TV show?
Hey, Eric, we got a joint that says facts.
Not yet.
Facts.
We need yours. We need you to hold on. Everybody, be quiet. I need your facts. I need your facts specifically. So hold on. Everybody, be quiet.
Bro, don't put pressure on me.
I'm not
I gotta
saying-
do
just
it at
say
the
it.
right moment. Damn. You gotta say
Fine.
something that makes me think.
Morbius wasn't as great as it was supposed to be.
No, you gotta say something better than that. You gotta be like, oh, dragons are fire, or Metal Gear Solid.
Vegeta is
or
the goat.
Facts.
Thank you.
You captured that? Okay.
Thank you.
Because that was genuine. That was real.
It hurt me to say it as I said it.
What was that? Urge to
Oh,
stand
Vegeta
up,
go and make
Vegeta.
them say facts.
Shush. Right. Shush. Worldwide shush. Morbius. Let's continue. Let's continue.
That's so funny.
Let's continue. Morbius. Closing thought. Pick yourself up off the ground. Take the knife out of your
The
shoulder.
only reason Morbius
Wait, why
trended
is
was
that?
because it was terrible. That's why the memes came. That's where the memes came from, because it was terrible. Like if it had been like kind of okay, like some people liked it, some people didn't, then the memes wouldn't have gotten that much traction. But
that's
the
the
only
thing, it
reason the
wasn't
memes were
terrible, though.
so good. Oh man, so I can't talk because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, so I
But here's
honestly
my
can't talk.
question.
That was just my impression.
I'm with Daybreak. Do you think it's bad because everyone? Do you think it's not bad because everyone said how bad it was? Like it's the
No, like I generally thought, I generally thought it was an okay movie. Like it was like literally just middle of the road. Like it wasn't bad, it wasn't good. It was like literally
I
just
did not.
okay.
Yeah, I did not think it was bad. I didn't think it was a bad movie at all. I thought it wasn't a good movie,
Right.
but it was not a bad. Like I think what you said, Worldwide, was perfect. Like this shit ain't a show. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Like, that's the type of shit that they should give 6 episodes to.
Like
You know what I'm saying?
CW quality.
Yeah, right. Give that like a half season. Give it a pilot and then cancel it. Like give it that. Like okay, cool. Like,
Why is he spitting?
but you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I just think that it didn't warrant. It shouldn't be talked about like this.
Right.
on one side or the other. Like it just shouldn't be talked about this much being bad or being good, in my opinion. I just think it should have came out. We see it. It's mediocrity at its highest, and then we move on.
That's exactly what it is. Mediocrity at its highest.
High tier mid. Love it.
Yes.
High tier mid.
That's tough.
Mid-tier mid. Mid-tier mid.
Right. Mid-tier mid.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
It's like what's the score? Like, you know, when you get in school, you either get A, B, C, or D. It's like what's C minus C or C, like a solid C, like in the middle C.
C mid.
Middle C, no
It's
plus
the-
no minus C.
You don't gotta put yourself out there like that, okay? We know you got.
It's the true neutral of movies.
The true-
Right in the
yes, true
center.
neutral.
Oh, we going D&D references here. True neutral.
Yes, true neutral. Absolutely.
I wouldn't go see it again, but I also didn't walk out. So
See,
That's exactly what it is.
True
Square in
neutral,
the center.
I wouldn't mind giving my money for. Like if I watch this when it's streaming for free, and I'm gonna come back on the stream and I'll be like, so we just need to talk about how y'all would have paid money to see that shit in theaters. Like that was worth the popcorn and the IMAX.
I don't think, not IMAX, no. I don't think the IMAX, no. That's reserved for shit that I know in advance is going to be fire.
Yeah.
But I think if that shit had no tie to Marvel or comics in general, I think it would have been like fire. Like I think it would have been well received if it was a random new thing and Morbius didn't exist as a comic or wasn't tied to any comic, anything like that, and it just came out. They'd be like, oh, this is a cool summer
I agree.
movie. Yeah.
like if it was an independent film or something.
Ooh, yeah,
yes.
that would have been interesting. Like if it wasn't just like, it was like you guys could do so much better, but somebody had like, I guess, produced that off of the strength and been like, yo, it's a great fan idea. Like, you know, like Legend of Zelda fan made Johns were like great short tributes to Zelda. And people are like, let's make a whole ass movie. No one told you to do that. Or a whole ass show. Nobody told you to do that.
Because half of it is like, what are we getting this movie for? We're like, we know what Morbius is, and we don't need a movie of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think I was thinking most of the time leading up to
Does he even have a movie or TV show backstory or storyline?
He does have a storyline because he's like mostly
he has a
like in,
storyline.
like Blade and Spider-Man though, for the most part.
Right, he's a
Yeah.
second tier character in a show.
Yeah.
Right.
Or in,
But I think
in another hero's content. Like Venom has become his own comic book. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of thing.
But it's pretty clear that Sony's trying to build up the villains so that it can lead something.
Man, when I see a Vulture comic book, I'll be like, okay, Sony, you're standing on something. You got a really great idea.
I mean, Vulture's led some comics, so
yeah.
But has he been like a comic Vulture, like head of the comic Vulture? Like I got Vulture #1, like a Vulture series.
I don't
remember that.
No, I'm saying, but there
think he's
isn't.
had it.
There isn't.
I don't think he has, but he's been like a lead Spider-Man villain on several occasions, going back to like the 50s and 60s.
Right.
So.
But so you want to see a Vulture movie versus a Morbius movie?
No,
That's
no.
what I'm saying. So I'm saying, what I'm saying is that I know the next place they're going, because for those that like have seen at this point, it's leaked that Vulture's like, hey, you want to do bad things, Morbius? He's like, sure.
Which made
It's
no
like,
sense at all.
Right.
Made no
Right,
sense at
and that's
all.
what I'm saying. I guess what I was saying was that I think that they can build all those things up on the Sony side. They can build up these villains, and I think that's cool. I just don't think they all need their own movies to be built up. Like they built up Vulture in Homecoming, right? And they, Venom didn't need to be built up in his own movie. He could have been built up as a tertiary character in a Spider-Man film or something like that. But if they're trying to give every Spider-Man villain, and Sony has the right, so they can do whatever they want. They can milk it for as long as they want. If they want to give every villain their own films, like, sure, good on them. And then they just better make the final fight with Spider-Man something crazy. Like that needs to be Avengers level if they're going to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have all these individual movies with, Kraven, Morbius, and Vulture, Venom, and all these things, and then have them fight Spider-Man and it be some cheap shit. So, if they want to build their own Sony Spider-Man Avengers, verse, they can go ahead.
They could try.
They'll be as successful as Universal's Monster series when they released The Mummy and
what they're trying to do is catch the lightning in the bottle that Marvel got with the Guardians of the Galaxy. The Guardians of the Galaxy were a relatively unknown superhero, and they made the movie that was really, really good, and now that catapulted them into mainstream knowledge.
I gotta agree. Like I remember, Yeah, but like no one, you couldn't have like back like for common folk, the top teams were X-Men, Justice League. Like who the Avengers, the who, the what, the Schnoobity Ball, the who. And so now you get
they was pretty well known back in the day. Like back in the day, they was pretty.
You weren't
pretty well
outselling
known
the
as
Justice League. You couldn't have told anyone the Justice League.
No, they weren't outselling them. No. I agree with you. They weren't outselling them. Right. And X-Men were hot. Like they weren't outselling.
And so you get, and so I agree with Daybreak in the sense that you get a lot of B tier movies because there was the first Thor B tier. Like, come on, the first Thor, Captain America shouldn't have been as smart.
Nice.
Edward Norton's the Hulk. Iron Man's different, but Iron Man set it up. But like they were all leading up to this, and then we throw in two normies, and then it became splendiferous. It became everything that began. So I can see like Morbius, Venom, who the fuck ever, like the Vulture, like which
right. Is Craven having a movie or a TV show?
No, he's having a movie.
Craven's having a movie. Okay.
I don't know why, but he's having a movie.
Well, the same reason why Morbius getting a movie.
I heard they were going to make a Aunt May movie.
I did hear about that
idea
real quick.
Y'all not serious. Y'all not that right
the
now.
bottom of the barrel trying to find heroes.
Okay. Wait a minute, fellas. Wait a minute.
What? You want to see an Aunt May movie?
Which Aunt May we talking? Okay,
Aunt May.
The first one.
Is it Aunt May or is it Aunt May?
Not Marissa Tomei.
No, I don't want the one. I don't want Marissa Tomei. I don't want that one. I would want like
the first OG one.
Her. I mean, she was spitting bars in that. Wait, is she still alive? Like,
Ooh, that's a good question. Honestly,
I don't know. I might be ignorant. I don't know. Like, she was old now. I don't know. But she was dropping bars. Like, she was like an OG Aunt May. I don't really need a new one. Like, first of all, she's like dead. But second of all, like we don't. I don't need that. So like, but they can give me an old wise Aunt May and like give her like a MCU series, 6 episodes where it's her perspective.
No,
while Spider-Man stuff's happening. I'll be all right with that. I'll be cool with that. I'll have that over Morbius. I would take that over Morbius. Give me call it May. Just call it May.
Yo,
call it May.
Aunt May, Rosemary Harris, who played in the Sam Raimi series, she's still alive at 94 years old.
Okay, she's cool. She's cool. 94? Shit. Nah.
She doesn't want to act again. She wants to be 94 and do 94.
The whole series will be from the hospital bed.
Oh my God.